My name is Goodman and welcome to Horizon Farming. We're standing here at our nursery in a new business that we opened here at Horizon called Green Growth Developments. Horizon Farming was established in 2003 with the goal of contributing to the sustainability of the agriculture industry in Malawi. Since then, we've been working with smallholder farmers and seed companies to grow different type of crops on the farm, but as well as a dynamic outgrower model where we've grown crops such as chilies, paprika for the export market. Through the birth of working with smallholder farmers, we realized that we cannot only just focus on production, but we have to look at the whole ecosystem, and which included the rate of deforestation that's going on in the communities that we work in. Through those interactions and working with an NGO called Malawi Agriculture Diversification Initiative, funded by Feed the Future, they introduced me to the resilience program, where we worked on distributing about 10,500 bamboos to the smallholder farming communities around us, in the goal of reducing deforestation in our communities, but as well as a tool to help smallholder farmers earn an income. I found this very, very interesting, and I decided with some partners to open a business to supply giant bamboo seedlings to smallholder farmers. We looked at the bamboo as a tool to help in watershed management, soil erosion, and looked at it as an opportunity for smallholder farmers to earn income on an agroforestry product. And we imported seeds from China, which we grew on our greenhouse about a year ago. We've been growing bamboo now on this nursery that you see behind me for about a year, and the goal is to supply affordable giant bamboo to our smallholder farming community in the goal that the rate of deforestation can be reduced. Bamboo is a fast-growing species of trees that in 5 years' time, smallholder farmers can start harvesting trees or products from this tree. The bamboo shoots are also edible, so it's got multiple uses apart from it just being an option for firewood and charcoal. They stayed in our greenhouse for about 90 days before we transplanted the seedlings from the greenhouse into these tubes that you see here. After about 1 year, this is when we would ideally want to start selling the seedlings, because one of the key challenges that we've seen in our program where we distributed 10,500 bamboos was we looked at only how many bamboos were planted but not how many would survive. And one of the reasons was that the seedlings came while they were still too young. As one solution, we've seen that if we can keep the seedlings longer in our nursery under care of the nursery managers, then we believe that we can have a higher survival rate for these bamboos when we plant or when we distribute to our smallholder farmers. We usually take the top layer, the first 20 centimeters of that rich soil, we mix it with compost and manure, which we get from our animals that we keep here on the farm. We've got pigs, we've got cows, we've also got sheep. We mix all that together, we sieve it, and that's basically our soil preparation.
I am Andrew Chitenje, an agriculture instructor here at the Horizon Farm. We have at least 24,000 seedlings here of bamboos. Bamboos can be sown from July to October to be ready in December, January to be planting when they are still young. We do water the bamboos 3 times a day. After 6 months, then we do reduce watering because they are ready to be planted anywhere.
Bamboos are really easy to grow. All you need to do is clear the area where you want to plant the bamboo. You dig about a 60 centimeter hole that's around and down. You fill it up with topsoil, compost, manure, topsoil, compost, manure, all the way until you get to the top, and then you make a space where you plant in your bamboo. You mulch the area, or you mulch the area where you've planted the bamboo after planting. This helps conserve water, but as well helps keep weeds out of your bamboos. Planting areas for bamboos do not like to be in wet areas. They do not like to have wet feet. So make sure where you plant them, the soil is well draining. Transplant these bamboos at the onset of the rainy season to give the bamboos enough water after after the rains have gone. And after the rainy season has gone, ideally you would like to add 5 liters of water every week for at least 1 year. After that, the bamboos are able to survive without watering. The bamboos are very hardy crops. You do not need to add any fertilizer or any chemicals to them. From seed to maturity, it will take you about 7 years in our conditions here in Malawi to start harvesting. Bamboo poles big enough for charcoal production and pole construction. So bamboos on the farm, we use not just the giant aspa bamboo, but we also have the local varieties here, and we use those bamboos for building, making tree guards, and making fences. You can see bamboo here has been used for our nursery. Bamboo has been used to stake our tomato, but bamboo has got very, very high value products. Bamboo can be turned into paper, bamboo can be turned into clothing, there's bamboo toothbrushes, there's bamboo, there's in fact millions of bamboo uses across the world, and if you just have to find your niche in the bamboo industry. Once people realize the key role bamboo can play in the Malawian context of agroforestry species, I think people will take it on very, very quickly. We estimate that a household in Malawi only requires 10 bamboos to supply them with enough firewood and charcoal enough for a whole year after 5 years. That's one of the reasons I'd say get bamboos, and all you need for a household is 10. If you replace 1 hectare of bamboos over soybeans, the turnovers are 5 times over on a hectare of bamboos than they are on soybeans. All kind of utensils that are made from wood products can be made from bamboo, and it takes half of the time to grow. There's been a lot of tree planting programs in Malawi. You plant trees and expect that the trees will live, but I think that's where a gap is. We need to find ways of how we make sure trees survive after planting. In our case, we're trying to look at ways in which we incentivize smallholder farmers to go and look after the trees after the rainy season. We're embarking this year on a project where we're modeling an agroforestry system with 100 farmers. I feel that working with bamboos or working in agroforestry systems empowers the people that I work with and makes me wholesome, because as the great man Nelson Mandela said, you measure your life by the impact that you've made on other people's lives. And I feel like bamboo is one of those tools that can have a real impact on people's lives. So I feel happy working with bamboo, and I feel happy working in a company and with people that want to make an impact.